Hiya there, and welcome to another episode of a Common Barn update. Right now, I want to try and do this as quick as possible. I've got quite a lot to show. Not much, enhancements to the layout, but things, new things to show and things like that. So yeah, I'll crack on. Right, it is Christmas. So what better way to celebrate Christmas than ding, Christmas lights for Common Barn. These aren't wired up properly and things like that through the layout. There's, if you look closer, there is wires behind trees and things like that. But it's Christmas. Adds to the Christmas festive period for the railway. They look quite good, especially in the dark with the lights on the locos as well. So yeah, there you go. These are actually Halloween lights, but they're only 2mm LEDs, so I've painted the tips of them and put them in the trees. So yeah, there we go. Merry Christmas to everybody. Right, things to the layout. Right, the first thing that's arrived on the layout, which didn't come that long after the last video, was this. It's Common Barn's own platform railway station sign. I can see it says Matthews Railway, Common Barn. Got this on eBay, customised on eBay. There's a guy on there who makes them. It's just over 12" by 7". But I think it, sets it off quite nice. It's a bit of a professional touch. So yeah, quite happy with that. I think it was £13 to have it custom made. They do bigger sizes. You can get any size you like. But I just got the smaller size, just to nestle there in the corner, not floating around in the sky too much. So yeah, that's the first thing. Railway sign. Right, next purchase. Something I've been after a while, and it is Auto Coach. BR Maroon Auto Coach. I've watched loads of these on eBay, and I've lost loads of these on eBay. I've wanted one mainly so that when I use Bill and Ben, just has a touch of realism around it, Common Barn's not a big layout, not room for a run round loop or like that, so thought I'd get one of these. So not only does it go nice with, if I use Bill and Ben, but I like to run, different things on the layout anyway, so just in case this auto coach seems to have failed or is broken anyway, one of my shunters can nicely haul it up and down the layout. I think it was £9. It's near mint condition. It is used. It's an old one. Well, they are old models anyway. But I've got a good condition one. All the bits are on there, handrails and accessories and things like that. They're nice. I prefer them to the GWR colours, and it fits in nice on here. So yeah, that's that. Auto coach. Next thing is one of the new Hornby shunter trucks. This is the Park Royal one. Got this mainly just because I like them. I like the look of them. Just something nice and little to haul around on the layout for shunters. When I've had it a while, it will be weathered, and I'll probably add some figures and tools on there like I do with most of my stuff. I always end up wrecking them. But yeah, it's nice. Very nice little models. £8 I think that was from the local shop, if you want to get one. So yeah, that's that. Next thing is this Scruffia or Scruffy. And if you haven't guessed, I've purely just got this for Bill and Ben. But it slots in nice with some of the old rusty weathered wagons that I already have that they pull around. I just plonk that in rake. It's not becoming the island of Sodor out like that, it's just something extra. But I do like this one. And some preserved lines, I've got some. They have turned some old plank mineral wagons and things like that into this. I know Keith the West Valley's got one. So now I've got one on Common Barn. Next is back to the Nightwing shunter. I'll move it up here. I showed this in the last update. The painter I've done on it. I have actually now added a coupling hook to the front, and I've replaced the wheels for some metal ones. So I have been using it in in the scrap loads that get brought into this common barn scrapyard. It either goes nice as it's being brought in to be scrapped, or I link it up to behind when it shouldn't have, and it just looks like a second loco dragging wagons in. But it runs really well. I've got to put some nice metal wheels on it, and yeah, it goes good. It goes good. So yeah, that's just a little bit extra I've done on that. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is another bit of a local overhaul I've been working on. Now I commented on Callum's weathered loco video the other day, and I told him that he'd done a smashing job on what he'd done, but it wasn't quite heavy enough for me, and this is the kind of thing what I'm on about. Yeah, a very, very heavily rusted class of 8 shunter. Now these are, sorry for the unsteady camera movement there, lost my balance. Class of 8s, they are one of my favourites. This particular one is one of the older Hornby versions. It's not like the newer Hornby and Batman ones, it's the lesser detailed one. Got it on eBay, £9 I think. Hardly ever used. It was in the red and black parcel sector livery. And I got the inspiration from this paint job off a guy on YouTube who sells, not on YouTube, on eBay, who sells rusted and weathered items. And he's had a couple of 8s, and I've seen them and I've just thought that it's a stocking paint job. So I thought I'd fancy one of them. I thought that would go well in my scrapyard. So I've done this one. Added a figure. I'm going to glaze the windows and dirty them up. Obviously the wheels, chassis and rods and things need weathering as well, but I haven't got round to that bit yet. I have done both sides, and I'm quite proud of it. It's a really, really good job. I've just used paints and powders, but yeah, I like where it's gone. The hazard stripes are just still visible through there. I wanted to keep them. It's come out nice. Out nice. One of the best jobs I've done, so I am proud of that. So sorry, my little boy just walked in then. Shh. So yeah, that's that. And things that I've done to the layout, just have a look. I've got a couple of them Hornby skips. I think they're quite well. They're one of the nicer things from the Scale range actually. But I'm going to weather them up because I don't like the scratch effects that they've put down the side, but I like them. Got another little digger unit to go with the crane, 99p on eBay, but I'm going to weather and rust that up heavily as well, obviously, to fit in. Some other things I've got some trees. I've got these pink ones down here, and I've got some yellow one. I want to bring some colour into it, so I'm going to fill this corn down here like a bit of an orchard style thing with these pink flower trees. And then I got one that are yellow, but they're quite bright, so I think I'm going to spray them, you know, with a darker green and dull them down a bit. And that I think is about it for the Christmas video on Common Barn. Oh, one thing I've added, if you see this popping around, you can see behind the cabin there's a dinosaur head. I keep moving it around on layout for my boys when they're looking at it, but I'm going to put it somewhere permanently. I think at a railway modeller I read not so long ago there was a guy who'd added like oversized sheep and things like that onto his layout just to keep kids interested in things like that, so I'm going to add that dinosaur somewhere. And that's it. I think that's everything new and everything done to the layout. So yeah, this will probably be the last one for before the new year. I don't think Keith Designs will get an update. In fact, I'll show you. It's more or less still the same. I've just been using the layouts really because they're both in a reasonable state to use. So I've just been, you know, using them, enjoying using new locos and things like that. So yeah, so probably until after the new year. Have a happy Christmas and a new year. And we'll see you next year up for another update. So bye for now from Common Barn. See ya.
Bye.